Welcome to WhiskeyObsession.com reviewing Rebel Yell. Rebel Yell has been crafted from its original recipe, which dates back to 1849. Rebel Yell is a Wheaten Kentucky Straight Bourbon. Hi everyone, Justin Dillon from WhiskeyObsession.com coming to you live from my living room. Well, we got a little delayed in our video production, mainly because of Tropical Storm Isaac, which we were expecting to be Hurricane Isaac, and there was a little bit of chaos, and, well, let's just say we were a little over-prepared. So let's hear for being overzealous, but we're back on track now, and I've gotten a lot of emails to review lesser expensive whiskeys. And I've been wanting to review a couple of Wheaten bourbons as well. Now, the difference between a Wheaten bourbon and a regular bourbon is in the mash build, to be a Kentucky Straight Bourbon, it has to contain minimum 51% corn mash. However, flavoring comes from rye normally. In a Wheaten bourbon, it comes from wheat in the mash bill. So, to combine the two a little bit, I wanted to take a chance on Rebel Yell. And as you can see, I've opened the bottle and I've done a few samples of it. So this is a Wheaten Kentucky Straight Bourbon, and the water is purified by being filtered through limestone, and then it's left to age in white oak barrels that are charred. So let's go ahead and pour ourselves, I'd say a nice healthy amount there. And the first thing you're going to note is it's very light coloring. And as we swirl it around a little bit, we're going to get it aerated. And I've really gotten to the point now where I'm not throwing it out. I'm pretty mellow with the glass and being able to coat it to get all of the vapors up. So I do still recommend, if you want, just pour a little bit and wisp it just to coat the glass and empty it. But it's got a beautiful golden color to it. There's very little nasal burn on it as well, which is nice. It's a very mellow whiskey. And right on the nose, right there, is hints of honey, and raisins are coming through. So it's got that nice nasally texture that's very smooth. Again, very little nasal burn. Now, it's an 80 proof whiskey, so it's not as high as some of the things we've done in the past, but we are going to dilute it with a little bit of water here in a second. Yep, the honey and the raisins are real prevalent. You get the oak, and it's a very light oak because it is a white oak, but there's a little scent of it there. So let's have the first taste, shall we? It's a little dry on the tongue, but the honey is very, very pronounced. And there are hints of dark fruit. The raisins are coming through, almost a plum. Again, it noses very well. We're going to add some water just off camera. I do this really off camera because everyone's water preference is going to be different, and I don't want to influence anyone by the amount of water I put in the whiskey. And it did dilute it down a little bit, but the viscosity is still there. It's not really rinsing the glass, so you want to avoid putting too much water in it. Now that's making the aromas burst all of a sudden. The honey and the raisins are right there. The oak is being mellowed. Very nice, very nice. The wheat is very present. You can tell there's a different flavor to this completely. Again, the honey is there. There's a buttery texture to it. And the presence of the dark fruits, the plum and the raisins, is just incredible. It's staying very consistent. So all the flavors are blending very well. It's a little strong, and but yet it's very humble. It's very simple flavors, but they are very, very complex. They're very, very complex. They're blending very well. It's a nice drink. This is one I'd recommend just having around as a casual drink. And if you're new to whiskey, this wouldn't be a bad first try for you either. So let's go ahead and take this last little bit. We're going to throw this back and we're going to see how it finishes. The finish is smooth. Very, very smooth. It's got a long-lasting, not a lingering, but it's staying with you. It's very long-lasting warmth to it, and it's just an excellent whiskey. I wouldn't say it's a must-have, but if you're new to whiskey, or you're dealing with certain price ranges and budgetary restraints on your whiskey, I recommend grabbing it. And even if you're not, I recommend having a bottle of it just to introduce somebody to a wheaten bourbon. So, once again, this has been Justin Dillon from WhiskeyObsession.com reviewing Rebel Yell. Make sure you like the video and comment on it. Thanks for your time. Thanks for watching. Bye.